Are you tired of feeling sluggish? Tired of battling your neuropathy symptoms and feeling like you have a foggy brain? Well, the secret to eliminating all of that might just be in your kitchen. In our last video, End Nerve Inflammation Now, I reviewed the largest culprits that light the fires of inflammation and things you can add to your lifestyle to help reduce those flames. Well, in this video, we're going to explore the lesser known items sitting in your kitchen that have the ability to squelch those flames. So stick around as we uncover some surprising anti-inflammatory heroes in your fridge that can douse those flames and pave the way for your nerve recovery. And you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end because I'll share with you some of our favorite beverages and tonics that we drink to put out those flames. You don't want to miss this. Coming up. Chronic inflammation has become an epidemic of the 21st century, and it's now recognized as a major underlying cause of so many chronic diseases, from heart disease, diabetes, bowel diseases, cancers, and more. So it's no surprise that there's a plethora of content on the internet about how to fight inflammation. Everywhere you look, you'll see blogs or videos on turmeric, ginger, broccoli, wild-caught salmon, olive oil, and other commonly known foods and herbs that are anti-inflammatory. So today, I'm not going to cover the most common foods that fight inflammation. Instead, I'll talk about the lesser-known heroes in your fridge that'll squelch the fire within, the hidden gems of anti-inflammatory foods. Okay, let's kick this off with number one. Avocados. These thick-skinned fruits are best known for their pairing with Mexican cuisine. But did you know they're also powerhouses when it comes to fighting inflammation? They contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fatty acids along with numerous antioxidants, fiber, magnesium, potassium, lutein, along with vitamins B, C, A, and E. What makes avocados a potent anti-inflammatory food is the polyphenols they contain. Polyphenols are powerful agents that have the ability to reduce enzymes like COX and LOX, which are responsible for producing pro-inflammatory prostaglandins. Now, this second one may take you by surprise, and that's mushrooms. Mushrooms have an abundance of anti-inflammatory components such as polysaccharides, which inhibit inflammatory compounds in the body. They also contain phenolic and indolic compounds which can neutralize ROSs or reactive oxygen species. Remember, these do significant damage to nerves and other cells in the body. Mushrooms also contain fatty acids and carotenoids, which commonly we're used to carotenoids being associated with orange and red vegetables. But yes, mushrooms do have them. And surprisingly, mushrooms are also a good source of flavonoids. Now, here's an interesting side note, guys. Mushrooms are the only non-animal source of vitamin D. Now, all mushrooms have beneficial anti-inflammatory properties, but the richest anti-inflammatory compounds are found in reishi, cordyceps, and turkey tail. To maintain the nutritional value and the antioxidant properties of mushrooms, you'll want to cook them on a medium to a low heat. The third one on our list is actually a beverage, but it's important enough to place it here. Matcha green tea. Now, green tea contains antioxidant compounds called catechins, and the most major and most active catechin is EGCG, or epigallocatechin 3 gallate. EGCG significantly reduces oxidation and inflammation by decreasing pro-inflammatory cytokines and oxidative stress. Although brewing regular green tea is just fine, you'll get more potency by drinking matcha green tea. Matcha powder is green tea leaves that have been ground into powder. Drinking the entire leaf is what delivers a stronger potency of EGCG. Now, here are 4 important side notes, gang, for drinking green tea. First, make sure it's always organic. Tea crops are highly sprayed with pesticides and herbicides, and certain types of tea will also be sprayed with fungicides. Secondly, do not bring the water to a rolling boil. Green tea or matcha tea should be brewed at 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 71 to 80 degrees Celsius. Boiling point is 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. Brewing the tea above these temperatures can actually cause a decrease in the potent antioxidant ECGC. There are actually quite a few electric tea kettles on the market that will allow you to choose the temperature for the water. Okay, third, matcha green tea contains more caffeine per gram than coffee, so don't overdo. Matcha contains between 19 to 44 milligrams of caffeine per gram, whereas coffee beans have 10 to 12 milligrams of caffeine per gram. And the fourth side note is never, ever mix milk into your green tea. Now, I know this is really going to disappoint our friends across the pond, but let me tell you why. Dairy milk and soy milk can significantly decrease the ECGC levels of your green tea. The proteins in milk can bind to the polyphenols in tea and reduce their antioxidant capacity. Now, let's take a look at number 4 on our list. Berries are packed with anthocyanins, caffeic acid, catechins, quercetin, camphorol, and tannins, all potent anti-inflammatory compounds. These powerhouses shut down inflammation. They also offer a significant neuroprotective effect on peripheral nerves and neurons in the central nervous system, like your brain. Research has shown that they can protect against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, ALS, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, and cerebellar ataxia. Berries have so many health benefits that we did an entire video on this topic, so make sure you check that out. Nerve regeneration with blueberries to learn more about this superfood. Okay, let's move on to number 5, red onions. All onions contain a potent anti-inflammatory flavonoid called quercetin. However, red onions have the highest concentration. One small red onion contains between 45 to 50 milligrams of quercetin. So what makes quercetin such an effective anti-inflammatory agent is its ability to limit leukotrienes, prostaglandins, and histamines, which can send inflammation through the roof. Here's another important side note, guys. Quercetin can be drastically reduced or destroyed during the cooking process. It's best to consume red onions raw, like in salads or sandwiches. If you're going to add it to a cooked dish, add it at the very end so it's exposed to very little heat time. Now, since we're on the topic of quercetin, we need to look at this next unnoticed hero. Number 6, capers. Capers are unripened green flower buds from the Capparis spinosa bush, which grows wild across the Mediterranean and parts of Asia. These little buds are actually a superfood because they're a good source of protein, fiber, calcium, iron, and many other vitamins. Now, get ready for this, gang. 100 grams or 3 ounces of capers contains 365 milligrams of quercetin. So let me bring this into perspective for you. I mentioned one small onion contains 45 to 50 milligrams of quercetin. One small onion usually weighs between 4 to 5 ounces or 114 to 142 grams. But only 3 ounces of capers delivers 6 times the amount of quercetin. How's that for an anti-inflammatory power punch? For those of you who've never used capers, you can add them to your salads, and by the way, they are keto approved, or you can add them on top of your fish or meats or use them with Italian dishes. Just look on the internet for recipes. There are tons of ways to incorporate capers into your diet. Okay, on to number 7, rosemary. This incredible herb has antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant effects on the nervous system and in the body. Clinical studies have shown that rosemary plays a strong role in reversing inflammation. It also decreases pain and protects neurons. Studies have found that besides decreasing inflammation in the peripheral nervous system, rosemary can also decrease brain inflammation and improve cognition in the elderly population. It's also excellent at protecting the liver, which plays a significant role in modulating or reducing the pain a person experiences. Now, the last gem on our list is number 7, spinach. This vegetable is a rich source of folate, vitamins B1, B2, B6, and our alpha lipoic acid, which is what makes it great for nerve regeneration and nerve function. Now, because of its anti-inflammatory properties, it also provides great protection to nerves. Spinach contains lutein, which has been shown in clinical studies to protect nerves from oxidative damage and ischemia, or lack of nutrient-rich blood flow to the nerves. Lutein, commonly associated with eye health, protects nerves from chronic inflammation by decreasing pro-inflammatory cytokine interleukin-6. Okay, now that we've covered some amazing superfoods that can reduce inflammation, let's move on to the exciting part. I'll share some of our favorite tonics that Dr. C and I consume on a regular basis. Inflammation-busting tonics. There are many tonics and broths with potent anti-inflammatory ingredients and immune-modulating agents that will support the body's natural healing process. Here are 2 of our personal favorites. I'll have the links for these recipes in the description box down below. The first one is green lemonade. We drink 4 to 6 ounces of this every morning on an empty stomach. So you're probably wondering how we make green lemonade. Well, you'll need a juicer for this recipe. Let's take a look at the ingredients. You'll need 5 to 8 organic red apples. 5 if they're large, 8 if they're small, and you can use any variety. You'll need 2 limes peeled, 2 lemons peeled and de-seeded, 2 6-inch pieces of fresh ginger peeled. Now, ginger is spicy, so you may want to start off with just maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch, depending on the width of it, to get started with. And if you'd like, you can weigh it on out. It's going to be about 2 ounces. Now, Dr. C and I use up to 4 ounces in our recipe, but it does give a spicy kick. So it's always best to start off slowly and add more ginger to your taste. You'll also add kale, 5 leaves with stems, 1 bunch of organic spinach with stems, 1 bundle of cilantro with stems, 1 bundle or handful of Italian parsley, 1 large English cucumber. Do not use a regular cucumber due to the wax on its skin. You're going to cut up all of the produce, remove the core and the seeds from the apple, and run it through your juicer. This recipe makes approximately 2 32-ounce bottles. Make sure that you store this juice in a jar or a bottle with a screw-top lid to prevent oxidation. You should drink this within about 3-4 days maximum because it will begin to lose nutrients. Okay, let's look at another tonic that is a potent anti-inflammatory fighting agent. Turmeric lemon tea. You'll need 1 tablespoon of freshly grated turmeric, 1 tablespoon of fresh grated ginger, the juice of 1 lemon and its rind of that lemon, 3 cups of filtered water, and optionally, you can add in 1 to 2 teaspoons of maple syrup or raw honey and a pinch of cayenne pepper. Now, for the directions, you're going to bring this to a simmer over medium to medium-high heat. You don't want to let this reach a full boil, otherwise many of the antioxidants can be destroyed. Simmer the ingredients for 15 minutes, then turn off the heat. Strain the liquid, serve, and drink. Store the remainder in the fridge for up to 2 to 3 days. When you're ready to drink, just reheat it on the stovetop until it's just warm. Well, Neforia tribe, these are just a few of many excellent inflammation-busting tonics, but it's a good place for you to start. Although I didn't go into bone broth in this video, I do want to mention that bone broth is an excellent inflammation-fighting tonic, not just for nerve health, but for overall gut health as well. And today, so many people are completely unaware that they have gut issues. While turmeric has taken center stage in the fight against inflammation, you now know you have a vast arsenal of potent allies at your fingertips. Quite literally, in your kitchen. Peripheral nerves are the slowest healing tissues in the body, so it's worthwhile to utilize your diet to assist you in this battle. Quite possibly even speed up the healing process. The more changes you make in your diet, the better your recovery will be. Now, before we go, I do have one small favor to ask of you. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it with anyone you feel it may help. One of the worst things about dealing with peripheral neuropathy is feeling completely alone with absolutely no hope. We want people to know they're not alone and they don't have to accept living with this condition. Also, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out so we can continue producing valuable content for you. And don't forget to click on the bell so you're notified as soon as we release brand new content every week. It's our mission to create a neuropathy-free tribe globally, and we thank you all for helping us do that. Remember, you have the ability to quench the flames of inflammation and ignite the sparks of nerve recovery. I look forward to seeing each of you on the road to great nerve health. Blessings. And one small onion usually only weighs, passing through, boiling point is 212 degrees Fahrenheit.